A seller server of alcohol may access electronically readable information on a driver's license, commercial driver's license, or identification certificate for the purpose of complying with the rule of the TABC, including for the purpose of preventing the person from committing an offense. A seller server of alcohol may not retain information accessed from electronic scanning devices unless the TABC by rule requires the information to be retained. The seller server may not retain the information longer than the TABC requires. The use of electronic scanning devices is legal, but it does not replace looking at the identification and matching the appearance of the person presenting it to the picture on the identification. Use the information on the card, such as the photo and physical description, to validate that the identification belongs to the person presenting it. You've got to take the time to check an ID properly. I'm going to give you a roadmap which is going to help you out a great deal. This is a 10-point checking ID card, and on page 28 in your student manual, you can find one to use while working. There are 10 things I'm going to ask you to look at on an ID. Now you might be thinking, 10 things on an ID? I don't have time to look at 10 things on an ID. You don't have time not to. If you serve a minor in this day and age, the legal ramifications, both civil and criminal, can be huge. Number 1, look at the expiration date. Beware of expired IDs. If an ID is expired, it is not valid. Number 2, their photograph. Number 3, run your fingers over the raised birth date located just above the bottom of the photograph. Are they raised or are they just part of the photograph? Number 4, does the official signature overlap the photo? Number 5, is the birth date in a variable rainbow text? Number 6, the year of birth. Number 7, the day of birth. Number 8, the month of birth. Number 9, does the age match up? If the individual you are questioning says they are much older than they appear, you might want to ask for another piece of identification. And number 10, their physical description, height, weight, and gender.